How's it going, guys? It's Matt with the X-Gen Alliance. Welcome to our YouTube page. If you haven't checked us out before, make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below. Today we're doing a much delayed video. This is my build on my 2017 Civic Si Coupe. This video has been pretty delayed because of a lot of factors, but I'm sort of glad that it has happened because there's been a lot that's going on this car in the last couple weeks. So there's a lot more to talk about today, so I'm really glad about that. If you haven't met me before, I'm Matt. I'm one of the admins of this page. This is my 2017 Civic Si Coupe, and today we're going to be breaking down my build, all the progress I've done on this car, which is a lot. This is definitely one of the more modified 2017 Si Coupes on the road that you've seen. So let's get into it. There's a lot to talk about today. We're going to have to break it all down into a couple different various parts on the car, and I'm definitely going to do that for you. If you haven't before, make sure you
like us, comment, follow us, and swallow us.
We're going to be posting a lot more build videos. Just like this guy, we got about 30 or 40 members, and we're growing every single day. So we got a lot more coming. So make sure you follow us. We're going to be posting a lot more of these build videos as well. So one of the first things that I ever did to this car when I got home was I ripped out the stock headlights and I put in some Titan N-Series LED low beams, high beams, and fog lights. So they're all pure white. LED is great because it doesn't require any ballast. So they're literally plug and play. Obviously I can't show you because it is sunny as hell, but I'm gonna attach an image right now, and that's gonna show you exactly what these things look like at night. It makes the SI look great, especially with the white orchid pearl, because it kind of matches the whole theme of the car. Some people have done yellow tint on these fog lights. I did not do that, so I got white going on all around. So we're going to be breaking down the build today at a couple different pieces of the car, obviously exterior, interior, and then performance modifications, which there is plenty of everything. Just doing a simple walk around up of the car. I'm up at Wilder in Orinda, California right now. Just got a couple of Aeroflow's pieces put on the car today. We're about to talk about that too. But God, it looks good in the sun. Another thing I did, and by the way, I'm not doing this in any chronological order or anything like that, but another thing I did right away was these bumper plugs. I removed my front plate and I immediately put some bumper plugs, which did require me to drill into my front bumper, but that was all right. These were both done within 20 or so minutes of owning the car. I literally drove home and drilled my bumper and changed the headlights and stuff like that, make them look nice and good. These are paint matched, so they actually match the paint of the car. Another thing that just about any 10th gen Civic owner will tell you is they pretty much changed these side markers for smoked out ones pretty soon. So I smoked out these side markers and then changed out the bulb for an amber yellow LED, so it's yellow at night, black during the day, so it looks really good against the white of the car. Obviously, one of the first things you're going to notice when you look at the front of the car is the splitter, which is the Aeroflow V2 splitter, which comes with the nice beautiful fins on the side, which I really love, gives it an aggressive look. Obviously also running Aeroflow's banner because I do have quite a few of their parts on the car, which we're going to get to in just a second. I ended up adding the splitter rods because the splitter itself was shaking a little bit at high speeds, so the splitter rods give it some stability but also give it some aggressive looks. So I really like this splitter. It looks really good, nice gloss black finish, and it's really stable now, so it really holds itself at nice speeds, gives the car a super aggressive look. And I know we're talking about the exterior of the car, but since it's on the exterior, I got PRL's intercooler and their charge pipe kit finally installed just hours ago this morning in the car, so it gives it a nice PRL logo on the bottom. Definitely a great help when I'm tracking the car in the summer, so it's really a performance modification, but you know, we're talking about appearance right now, and that is right there in the bottom of the grille. So PRL's intercooler kit, they are one of the sponsors on this car, so just want to point that out. Also, another thing that I installed that I really like are these nice little faux carbon fiber door handle covers, which are really just plastic pieces with carbon fiber with some 3M on the back that just kind of stick on top of the door handles. And I really like it. It gives the car kind of some contrast, and it kind of helps the Stormtrooper look a little bit. I could have just wrapped the door handles themselves, but this is a cheap way to kind of get it done. And eventually I may do that, but for right now it gets the look done. So, good, nice look. I finally got my Aeroflow Dynamics V something. Rear diffuser installed, which I really love. It's got these 4 kind of wells down in the car, and it gives it a really aggressive, beautiful look. So great job for Aeroflow on that one. And then I also did some rear tint light reversing. So I tinted this first light here, and then deleted the Civic badge over here to give it kind of a cleaner look on the back of the car, which isn't very clean right now because the car isn't very clean, but that's alright. Since we're moving over to the side of the car, first of all, I got a 35% window tint installed on the side windows only of the car. With the slope of the rear window, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to tint it because it's going to be a lot of light refraction. So I got the sides tinted, including these back windows, and I really love the finish it gives the car. It gives it a nice stormtrooper look, and it kind of protects the interior while protecting some of the heat as well. And we're going into summer, so hey, that's a great thing. 35% window tint. The Aeroflow Dynamics V4 side skirts installed, which I really love. They kind of widen out the car a little bit, and they kind of go with the front splitter, which is also widening out the car, so it kind of falls into the back where I have the diffuser as well. Moving to the interior of the car, I did quite a bit of stuff in here. First things first was I wired up a few things from my old Civic, so a new boost gauge, which is not from my old Civic. My radar detector, this is an Escort Max 360 radar detector, and then a Blackvue 650S dash cam, which is wired using a multi-safer into my fuse box, as all the rest of this is. So it gives it a really nice clean look, because all the cords can go straight up into my headliner. And then I have radar, boost gauge, and as well as a dash cam recording even when the car's off. Another thing I had installed was some red footwell lighting, which isn't stock in the car, but I have it set up on both the driver and passenger side. Gives it some nice accented lighting when you get in the car at night. It can go to different colors, but I keep it on the red, and it turns on when the engine comes on, which is really great as well. Thing that I installed that I really like, I installed these Sticky Cat carbon fiber door sills that have the SI logo in them, and that's really nice. It gives it a nice accented look, and it just kind of makes the interior a little bit more noticeable when you're kind of getting in. It's a nice touch as you're stepping into the car. I know some of you are watching this video and you're like, you know what, man, this stuff is nice and your car looks nice, and it does, thank you, but I just want to see the interior. I want to see the performance modifications. I want to see the engine, what you've done. So okay, I get that. Let's check that out. Alright, so here we are in the engine bay, and I obviously can't show you everything because it's covered up, but let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. Okay, so first things first, PRL is the sponsor of the car, so we have the PRL catless downpipe and front pipe going down to the exhaust, which by the way has a muffler delete. I also have a second Resonator welded up into the car because of that front pipe and downpipe, which makes the car very loud. The Ktuner V2, which I have, by the way, which the car is running a 1923 dual tune PSI, helps to disable the engine code that would be thrown from otherwise running a catless downpipe. In addition to the PRL downpipe and front pipe, I'm also running PRL's COBRA cold air intake, which I absolutely love to pieces, right there, which I pre-ordered and was one of the original owners of one of these. Today I also showed you guys that I installed the PRL front mounted intercooler kit, as well as the PRL charge pipes on both the passenger and driver's side. I've only been driving that for a couple hours, so yet to be determined on that one, but another piece. Also running a Koyorad high performance radiator with some Mishimoto liquid chill in there as well. Another great piece that's kind of helping to control my my coolant temperatures as we go into the hot summer. Overall, I haven't dynoed the car yet, but short of doing a clutch on this car, it's pushing a lot more power than stock, and it feels absolutely ridiculous. Just today, I was driving it back from getting the PRL intercooler done, and I just was shocked at how well the car handled and felt. It's absolutely incredible. Another thing, you know, it's just an... Also, I have a Sirimoto's Phase 1 strut bar in the engine, which a lot of people are running in their cars. Absolutely love it. Gives the car a little more structural rigidity and just gives it some more handling pieces, and it kind of looks nice in the engine bay. I've done a couple things in addition to that, like the Password JDM true carbon fiber parts and the Sirimoto radiator shroud engine bay kit, which I'm going to be replacing this piece with a Password JDM carbon fiber piece as well. Some other things like the Boomba engine coil engine oil cover, and just a couple other things to kind of dress up the engine bay a little bit. Another thing I forgot to mention on the back, handling wise, is I have Sirimoto's Phase 2 sway bar in the back with some upgraded end links as well, and some strut braces towards the back of the car. So handling wise, this car is doing great. The only thing it really needs is some new tires. These are all seasons, and I need to go to summer tires to really get the grip down. I'm sure that I'm forgetting something. I know that there's a bunch of other things in this car that are in here that I can't remember right now, or that probably don't matter to you guys. But truly have put a lot of money into this car. It has been an absolute pleasure. I'm only 7,000 miles into the car, only one oil change in, so it's only going to get better and better. We're going to be doing a clutch swap on the car for a Clutch Masters FX400 pretty soon, and then potentially some other things down the road. Maybe a turbo upgrade, maybe one day. Maybe even a flex fuel kit, because I could really push the 300s and get into Type R territory if I did that. But right now I'm happy with where the car's at. I've pretty much, as of this morning, hit the end of my build right now. I don't really have a whole lot else besides the clutch, which is absolutely necessary to do. So I'm just gonna enjoy the car. I get a lot of compliments on it. It's like I said, probably one of the more modified 2017 Civic Si's you're gonna see on the road in California, at least Northern California. I don't know about Southern California. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys checking out this build today. Again, I'm not a professional vlogger or anything like that. I'm not Evan Shank, so just thank you for stopping by, and like, comment, subscribe down below. There's gonna be a lot more coming. Any feedback you guys have, let me know. I'd be happy to incorporate that into the videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.